inside the Treasury Department in Washington, D.C. We just met with several senior staff members of the Financial Stability Oversight Council, the FSOC, which has proposed rules to implement the Freedom of Information Act, which sounds pretty boring but it's really important. It enables citizens to get information from their government and from the Financial Stability Council. Their proposed rules raised a lot of concerns because they seem to be anti-disclosure rather than pro-disclosure. So we met with them to talk about those concerns. And Steve, why don't you go through the two most important concerns briefly that we discussed with them?
Thanks, Dennis. Yeah, I first of all, I would say the meeting went pretty well. I thought in terms of the tenor of it, the feel of it, their attention, and our ability to get through all the major points we wanted to make, I thought it was good.
I think that's fair.
In terms of the merits, we really hammered the point that their rules have to be changed so that they have an obligation to respond to any citizen that's seeking records under FOIA. Now their rules are written to allow them to actually ignore those requests, and we made a good strong case that for a variety of reasons that's not consistent either with the statute or with the various memos that the executive branch has issued that require all agencies to really approach FOIA with an attitude of cooperation.
And the great thing about that is today happens to be the 45th anniversary of the Freedom of Information Act. So they really broke down the walls of government secrecy and the attitude that citizens aren't entitled to get information from their government. So the act was passed to allow people to get that information. And as Steve just said, one of the key pillars of the proposed rule was to not let them get that information. And the second piece of it is they weren't even going to tell those people that, and they weren't having an appeal right.
Well, that's the second point, yeah. Closely related to the first point is that citizens were not given a right to appeal in instances where their requests were deemed in the judgment of FSOC to be deficient. If their requests were simply ignored, there was really no recourse they had, either because they wouldn't even know that their requests had been rejected, or even if they knew it, they would have no right to challenge it in that context. And as some of the legislative history reflects, the right of appeal is one of the most important features in the FOIA statute. It helps safeguard and make meaningful the right of citizens to actually get the information.
So we had a terrific meeting with them. We made the points. Hopefully they will change the proposed rules when they go to final at some point in the future. But the good news is we'll be watching no matter what they do. And if they don't promulgate final rules that allow you, the citizen, to get information from your government, we'll be right back here battling with them again. That's all from the Treasury today on the 45th anniversary of the Freedom of Information Act.